मोक्षमार्गस्य नेतारं पेतारं कर्मभूभृताम् ज्ञातारं विश्वतत्त्वामं वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये. So this is the Mangalacharan of Tattvat Sutra. Today we are going to start Tattvat Sutra. And who has written this Tattvat Sutra? Acharya Uma Swami. He was the principal disciple of Acharya Kunkund Dev. And Acharya Kunkund Dev was here 2000 years ago. So the time period for Acharya Uma Swami is first century, from first century till the half of the second century. Exact dates are not known, but it is approximately like that. So we are into now 2025. So it is almost 1900 years, 1850 to 1900 years ago, Acharya Uma Swami was here. He was the prime disciple of Acharya Kunkundev. He is also popularly known as Grad Pich Acharya or Uma Swati. Okay. We don't find much information about him. Very little is known about his family life. Okay. So all the acharyas is the same story. They don't say anything about their personal life. So we are not aware how was his life, what were his turning points in life. Only through their works we can just have an assessment of what their life would have been. So this is the first and foremost Jain Granth written in Sanskrit language. So earlier it was Prakrit language. So Kunkund Acharya wrote everything in Prakrit. And then with this particular scripture, the Sanskrit language started. Okay. Till then it was only Prakrit that was being spoken of. This is Tattvat Sutra is accepted by all the Jain sects of the Jain community society. So we have different sects like Svetambar and Digambar, then Sthanakvasi and Deravasi and Bispanthi and Terapanthi and Totapanthi and there is one more Taranpanthi and many others, Achalgach and these and that, many different. But this particular scripture, along with Bhaktamar Stotra and Namokar Mantra, these three things are acceptable to all the Jain sects. Okay. Tattvat Sutra, Bhaktamar Stotra, and Namokar Mantra. These are common across all. So the place of Tattvat Sutra in Jain tradition is same as the place of Gita in Vedic tradition, Bible in Christian tradition, and Quran in Islamic tradition. It covers the entire beliefs, practices, and philosophy of Tirthankar Jinas of the Jain tradition. So it is also called Suchi Granth. It's not mentioned here, but it is in the Hindi version. All of you have got this Hindi version, right? By courier? Everyone has this? White book, Tattvat Sutra in Hindi? Subhaji, you have got? Darsiti would not have called for books. You can call for...
Jai Jinendra ji, I didn't get any books. I'm just taking the printout of all the books. I didn't request for books itself.
But you never ordered for books?
No, I didn't order ji.
Why?
Because all the books are in Hindi, it is easy for me to take the printout of whatever materials you are giving me. So I take the printout of
But that
materials.
is in English, but whatever is English available, they will send you, like Mokshmar Prakasak already you have English
I've taken printout, Ji, already.
printout. So, arre baap re. You could have called for books as if you are paying the fees. So you could have at least called for Mokshmar Prakashak and
Sir, Mokshamark Prakashak was not available in if we have paid, but it came in Hindi only for us. So
oh,
first took printout.
okay,
So that is why we took chapter by chapter printout.
Yeah, I never ask for books, Ji. I just
okay.
take the printout of whatever I have. I ask
Okay,
first
okay.
semester and
But
second.
as far as I know, Mokshmar Prakashak is available in English because recently all these students of 2024 batches ordered books and they got Mokshmar Prakashak in
But
English.
sir, for us when it started last year, no,
Uh-huh.
even we paid for it and we had opted for English, but all the books came in Hindi, all.
Oh,
So and we saw that digital copy of English was available, but maybe they didn't have in stock or what we.
maybe that could be, but at least you could have informed me so we would have checked it. Anyways,
No, we had
so
done this discussion, but it was not there. Then we said, okay. So that is
okay,
why what I do is when I take my printouts, I do chapter wise and I then share it on the group. So if anybody wants to take chapter wise printout and not the whole
okay,
book
okay,
together.
okay. So okay, then we will refer the English version only that Darshit ji is sharing on the screen. I shared in the group also. So what has happened, ki this translation is done by Chat GPT and it has been not reviewed. So I am now reviewing it for last 2-3 days and hopefully I'll be able to complete it before what we are going to read. Okay. So there will be some mistakes here and there. We could have we have to, if you have taken a printout, you can do it there itself. Okay. So it is called Suchi Granth. Okay, that's another name, but never mind. The other book that we used to study in Hindi was Tatvarth Mani Pradeep. It's a commentary written by Dr. Hikomjitji Baril, but it was a very big book and so much of information is not required. What we have in our syllabus is only the sutras, okay, the small sutras. So here the meanings are depicted, so our purpose of the exams will be solved. But if someone wants to go very deep into this kind of studies, then they can refer this. I have shared another one, Vijay Kumar Jain, that is also in English, that also could be referred. And then we have this Tatvarth Mani Pradeep, that is English translation is being done. So once it is ready, I will share that. But for our understanding, this much is enough. So you focus.
Sir, I was taking printout. Then I should not take printout of the Jain book, or should
No,
I
no,
wait
no.
for
Vijay
this?
Jain book you should not take out.
I have just
You
started
refer it
50
on
pages.
soft. Whatever you are not able to understand from here, you
Hmm.
can refer that. But you take a printout of this because this is primarily what we are going to do.
Okay.
And this is very easily depicted. Only problem with this edition is that uh, the names, the translation of some of the words we have to change. That's it. Okay. So that we can do once you have taken a printout, we can do that corrections on the spot. Okay. So this is a representative text and this text has inspired the course of other text. Okay. It is the most commented upon text. So there are around 100 commentaries on this. And some of the commentaries are very big commentaries. As we go along, we will refer to this in the introduction itself. So this is the most commented upon text because, as I said, all the Jain sects are acceptable to them. So all the acharyas of Svetambar also and Bispanti also, everyone has written. So there are around 100 commentaries on this. And Pandit Ramji Bhai Doshi, who was from Songad during the time of Pujya Gurudev Sri, he also wrote a very elaborate commentary on this. So in terms of knowledge, you have so much of material to read about this Tattvat Sutra. Almost in all institutions and in universities, wherever Jainism is taught, this text is included in the syllabus. It consists of 357 sutras. Very small sutras, only 357 sutras. So if you see it at a glance, it is hardly 3-4 pages. But each sutra has got very deep, profound meanings. Okay. So we'll be understanding the meanings. And of course, if you want to go very deep, then you have to read the commentaries. Many big commentaries are there. So that is it. Now, what does this sutra means? Sutra basically means formula. You know, formulas are very short, but its applications are wide. Similarly, the sutras are very small, but it has got very deep, profound meaning. This is an ancient text written in sutra style in the Jain tradition. So as I already mentioned, it is the first scripture in Sanskrit language. Sutra is that in which there are less words but carry very profound meaning. Though being a small text, it compasses entire Jain philosophy. Sutra tradition is done in a very systematic way, and the sutra with which it begins is followed same till the last. Sutra also means thread, aspirant, indications, etc. Just as a needle which is threaded will not be lost, so also a person who is mastered in the sutra style of learning text will never wander in the lower existence. That means he will get liberated. So what is basically the content of Tattvat Sutra? Any guesses? Subhaji, you have done a course in Chennai University of Madras, right?
No, ji, I didn't do.
Oh,
Paramanam is my first
I
one.
think Chaitanya Prakash ji has done, then who else?
Sasikala madam has done.
Huh?
Sasikala madam.
Sasikala madam has done, and I think who else? I think someone else must have done. Okay, so many people in University of Madras, they have done this course, and it is also being taught in Mumbai University also, although mostly all the universities, this is being taught. So what is the content of this scripture? Tattvat Sutra. So Tattva, from Tattva you know, the elements, 7 elements. So the main topic of this scripture content is the 7 elements. Okay, 7 elements is explained here in a conventional way, in a very elaborate manner. Okay, and the other thing is there is that it is depicting the path of liberation. So two things. One is the path of liberation, which is right belief, right knowledge, and right conduct. It is also called 3 gems. And the other part is the 7 fundamental elements. This is what being explained in the whole of Tattvat Sutra. So what we have in syllabus from this textbook, you can write it down if you want. So in this 5th sem, we have first chapter, which consists of 33 sutras, complete first chapter. Then we are skipping 2, 3, and 4. Okay, nothing from 2, 3, and 4. Then we have 5th, and in 5th also there are selected 8 sutras. Sutra number 21, 29, 30, 31, 32, 38, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 1 42. This much only. 21, 29, 30, 31, 32, 38, 41, 42. So fifth chapter we have only 5 sutras, have only 8 sutras in our syllabus. Then the 6th, 7th, 8th are complete in our syllabus. 6th is having 27 sutras, 7th is having 39 sutras, and 8th is having 26 sutras. Then in the next sem, 6th sem, we will be studying 9th and 10th chapter, which are all fully. Okay. So significance of the titles of the chapter. This Granth is in the Sutra style, so it signifies the name Tatvad Sutra. Tattva plus Arth. So Tattva means fundamental elements and Arth means substance. Okay. It also means purpose. Arth means prayojan. Arth means substance. So the purpose is to understand the 7 fundamental elements. The name Tattvad is justified as it describes about the 7 tattvas, which are as follows. So first 4 chapters, Jeev Tattva, soul substance, okay, soul element. Then 5th chapter, Ajeev Tattva, non-soul element, okay. Then 6th and 7th chapter, Asrav or influx of karmas, that element, okay. Then 8th chapter, we have Bandha Tattva, bondage of karmas, bondage element. Then in the 9th chapter, Samvar Nirjara element, and in the 10th chapter, Moksha element. So you see the whole book is dedicated to understand the 7 fundamentals. So you see we are again coming in some way or the other way to connecting to the 7 tattvas. You also read this in Chedala also, there was 7 tattvas. Then we read in Vitrag Vigyan 1, then we read in Vitrag Vigyan 2 the errors of 7 fundamentals. Then there was errors again in the Tattvagyan part 1. Okay. So 2 times errors we read. Then in Chedala also you read 7 fundamentals and their errors. And then in Mokshmar Prakasak, we read about the errors in the 7 fundamentals. That was chapter 4. Again, you will be reading about 7 elements in the 7th chapter of Mokshmar Prakashak. That will come up in, I think, 7th, 8th sems probably. Okay. So lot of discussion. Dravya Sangra also we had 7 fundamental elements. So this is one of the most important topic in Jainism. By correctly understanding the 7 fundamentals, it can lead to right belief. Okay. So we have to understand it very clearly. Although the description is from the conventional point of view, but nevertheless we know the real point of view. So we might expand little bit on the conventional side also, so that we get all the message very clearly. Okay. It is also known as Moksha Shastra because right from the beginning till the end, it describes all about the moksha. So basically, it's about the 3 gems, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and Samyak Charitra. Commentaries. Digambar and Svetambar. In both traditions, we find commentaries and also Bhashya in both Sanskrit and Hindi language. Some of the commentaries are listed below. Acharya Pujyapat Swami, Sarvat Siddhi. The name of the commentary is Sarvat Siddhi. Then Acharya Akalang Dev. You know the story of Akalang and Nikalang, 2 brothers. And Nikalang sacrificed his life because the memory of Akalang was better than the Nikalang. So he said, brother, you stay alive and you spread the religion of Jainism, because Jainism was on the verge of extinct, and nobody was there to teach them. So they got enrolled in a Buddhist school for studies, and then these people realized that some Jain is here, because they asked some question, and from that they realized that this answer could be somebody who's Jain. And because at that time both religion was spreading very rapidly, so they thought to understand the both religion and then counter them with arguments from the Jain textbooks. So these two brothers were studying there and they got caught. So they were running. So Nikalank sacrificed his life. He said, brother, you go that side and I will be going here slowly. So they will follow me and you can be saved this way and then you will spread. So Acharya Akalang Dev wrote this big commentary on Tattvart Sutra by the name of Tattvart Raj Vartik. Okay. So you can imagine the other day we also uh, saw the story of Todarmalji. He also sacrificed his life. So we are so lucky that all these people, they sacrificed their life, and some other acharyas also dedicated their life. And in those days they used to write in Tad Patra, and it was very difficult to write on Tad Patra. Uh, the in the case of one of the acharyas, there is a narrative that his neck got bent while writing on Tadpatra. So that is the sacrifice these acharyas and scholars have done. And we are so fortunate to have the scriptures with us and we are understanding it in our own language. Then we have Acharya Vidyanandi, Tattvart Slokvartik, Acharya Samandh Bhadra, Gandhavasti Mahabhashya. It is not available now, aprapya. Okay. So many of the scriptures has been lost because Muslim rulers conquered India at that point of time, and many temples were plundered and this Jinwani were destroyed, and it has gone through a very bad phase at that point of time. And then what the Jain people did is they removed the um, pratimas from the temple because they were plundering them. So they removed the pratimas from the temple, and they hide these scriptures also, so that it has remained with us, but many have been lost, many have been burnt. So Acharya Samanbhadra that we discussed, then Acharya Srut Sagar, Tattvart Vritti. Then we have an ancient scholar of Dundari language, Pandit Sada Sukdas Ji Kasliwal, Artha Prakashika. So Pandit Sada Sukdas Ji Kasliwal is also credited with the commentary on Ratnakaran Sravakachar by Acharya Samanbhadra. So then further later great scholars like Pandit Pulchandji Siddhantacharya from, I think he was from Banaras University. Then we had Pandit Kailas Chandji Siddhantacharya. Then we had Pandit Pannalalji Sahitya Acharya. And the last is Pandit Ramji Bhai Doshi. And after that, of course, Dr. Bharilji has also written, and some other authors also have written. So we have got a very wide, rich heritage of commentaries on Tattvart Sutra. Now we come to Manglacharan, very short Manglacharan, but very powerful Manglacharan. Yeah. Moksha Margasya Netaram. What does this mean? Moksha Margasya Netaram. Moksha Marg is path of liberation, and Netaram means leader. Okay. Then we have मोक्ष मार्गस्य नेतारम भेतारम कर्म भूभृताम. Okay, भेतारम कर्म भूभृताम. So the first one, भेतारम कर्म भूभृताम, meaning heaps of mountains of karmas. Okay. Then the second option is destroyer, and the third is they were vitragi. Vitragi means complete passionlessness. Okay. Here it is written as control over attachment, but you change it to complete passionlessness. Okay. So we are bowing to that entity who has conquered all types of karmas, destroyed all types of karmas, and who has manifested passionlessness. Okay. Then the second line, Gyataram Vishwatattvanam Vande Tadgun Labdaye. So what is this Gyataram Vishwatattvanam? The middle part. Gyataram means Sampurna Tattvaka. Sampurna Tattvako means complete reality or complete elements. Okay. Knower of complete elements, all the 7 elements, and these are called omniscient. Okay. So the first one was vitragi, passionlessness. Second is sarvagna, and third is moksha margasya netaram. So they are the leader in the path of liberation, and they are hitopdeshi. What do you mean hitopdeshi? हित का उपदेश देने वाले. So these are the acharyas who have given sermons for the welfare of the people at large. Okay. So 3 unique qualities: Vitragi, Sarvagna, and Hitopdeshi. Passionlessness, omniscient, and sermons for the welfare of the people. Okay. So these 3 qualities are the qualities of Arahanta. Okay. Arihant are also passionlessness, they are also omniscient, and they also give sermons for the welfare of the people. So I bow to that entity. Why I should bow? Then the last part, Tadgun Vande. Vande means I bow to them. I bow to them. Tadgun Labdaye. So that I also realize the same qualities in me. Which same qualities? These 3 qualities: Vitragi, Sarvagna, and Hitopdeshi. Okay. So this is quite clear. I bow to the leader, promulgator of the path of liberation, Moksha Marga, the destroyer of the large heaps of karmas, and the knower of reality or elements. Okay, all kinds of elements, so that I may realize the same qualities in me from substance, that is dravya point of view, and modes means modification, paryay point of view. Okay. Now, what is the importance of this Manglacharan? Manglacharan, as you know, it is also called benediction, benefaction, and it is also called auspicious blessings, invocation. All these are the names given to Manglacharan. Manglacharan, Mangal means the one that destroys sins and manifest happiness. Okay, that is called Mangal. So in the mostly in any of the scriptures you will see, in the Manglacharan we always bow to the Panch Parameshti, 5 supreme beings: Arihant, Siddha, Acharya, Upadhyay, and Sadhu. Okay. So what is the importance of this Mangalacharan in Tattvat Sutra? So on this Mangalacharan, Acharya Samanbhadra Swami has written 115 slokas in Devagam Stotra. We had read this Devagam Stotra in Tattvagyan part 2, if you remember, the last chapter, where the main point of discussion was Samanya Sarvagna Siddhi and Visesh Sarvagna Siddhi. General impression of omniscient and the specific. That was Devagam Stotra. Okay, so we had read about this, if you remember, or you can again connect to that Tattvat Sutra part 2, last chapter. Acharya Samanbhadra has written 115 slokas in Devagam Stotra. So out of this 115, we had only 16 in our syllabus, which were the first 16, which is the Mangalacharan of the Gandhasti Mahabhashya, Tattvat Sutra Tika. Then the next is Acharya Akalank Dev has written Ashtasati Bhatta, consisting of 800 slokas on Devagam Stotra. And based on Astasati, Acharya Vidyanandi has written 8,000 slokas of Ashtasati, Ashtasahastri. So that is the name is, first one is Ashtasati and then Ashtasahastri. Ashta means 8. So Sahastri means 1000. So 8,000 and Ashtasati means 800. Okay. So that was 800 slokas. Now we come to the content of the first chapter. So this scriptures is originally written in Hindi by Pandit Prakash Ji Chabda, okay, from Indore. So Prakash Ji and his wife Srimati Pooja Prakash Chabda. This both couple, they were based in USA. They were doing job over there in Microsoft, and then they realized they had already a deep interest from the childhood only, because both their father and mother are scholars, and they are two brothers only, and both are scholars and both wives are also scholars. So whole family, the 6 of them, they don't have children. They didn't plan to do that, so they want to pursue this religion only. So they have come back to India and they are settled in Indore. Even his younger brother Vikasji Chabda, and I don't remember his wife's name. They also came back from USA, left the job, and they have retired and they are full time doing studies of this. So they have done this. They made this Tattvat Sutra reading very easy with the help of charts. Everywhere they have given charts, and through charts, you can know the whole concept at a glance. So charts and tables helps us very much in understanding the meaning of this Shastra. Similarly, they have done Gomatsar Jeevkand, which we will be studying in the 10th Sem. That also has been done in chart forms by Prakashji Chabda and his wife. So nature of path of liberation, that is Sutra number 1, then number of sutras, and then page number. So in this PDF, it is page number 4. This PDF doesn't have any page numbers, but I have put in all the page numbers. So if you want to write, you can write this is page number 4. Then the second topic would be right faith or right belief, Samyak Darshan. The sutra numbers are 2 to 4. Total number of sutras are 3 and page number 5. Then third is way to know the reality. How do you know the 7 elements? Okay. So that is sutra number 5 to 8, page number 6 to 9. Then the fourth topic is, so first it was right faith, now it is right knowledge. Samyak Gyan. Then valid knowledge. Valid knowledge means comprehensive knowledge. Praman. That is Sutra number 9 to 12, page number 10 and 11. Then we have fifth topic, sensory knowledge, Mati Gyan. Sutra number 13 to 19, page number 11 to 13. Then we have sixth topic as precisive knowledge. Exactly it would be scriptural knowledge, Shrut Gyan. Mati Gyan, then Shrut Gyan, scriptural knowledge. So we use standard words, all the times. So every time Shrut Gyan will come, we will always say scriptural knowledge. Okay, so that will be easy for us to understand, because every time if we use new words, different authors have given different names due to their own ideas. But we are standardizing it, so we will everywhere mention scriptural knowledge. Number of sutra number is 20 and page number 14. Then we have clairvoyance knowledge, Avdi Gyan, and telepathy, Mana Paryay Gyan. Sutra number 21 to 25, page number 15 to 17. Then eighth topic would be in this chapter would be subject of the 5 types of knowledge. Sutra number 26 to 29, page number 17, 18. Then the ninth is possibility of number of knowledge in one moment. Okay, so there are 5 types of knowledge. So what are the possibilities of number of knowledge in one moment? How many knowledge you can have? Either you can have Mati Srut Gyan, or you can have Avdi Gyan, you can have Mati Srut and Mana Paryay Gyan. And when there is a Keval Gyan, there is no other Gyan present at that point of time. So that is the 8th topic, subject of the 5 types of knowledge, then possibility of number of knowledge in one moment. That is only one sutra, sutra number 30, page number 18. Then we have wrong or false knowledge, Mithya Gyan. Sutra number 31, 32, page number 19. And the last one is Nai. That is Sutra number 33, page 19. Okay. Now we are starting the sutra. So first is written in Roman figure, and then it is first sutra. So it may appear to be I1 for you, but actually it is Roman figure 1. So when we move on to the second chapter, then you will realize that it is in Roman figure. Okay. So 1.1, 1 point means chapter 1 and first sutra. So what is the sutra here? Samyak darshan gyan charitra ani moksha marga. Okay. Samyak darshan, samyak gyan, samyak charitra ani moksha marg. What does that mean? That right faith or right belief, right knowledge and right conduct all together constitute the path of liberation. That means only Samyak Darshan will not do. You need to have unity of all the 3. Right belief, right knowledge and right conduct. Okay. So this is what it means. What is path of liberation now? The next question. Okay. So this is the path of liberation. Now what is the path of liberation? So as said earlier, the path of liberation is right belief, right knowledge and right conduct. Okay. So this is being explained from the conventional point of view and from the real point of view. So phenomenal would be conventional. Okay. Conventional nature, and then we have, of course, real nature. Okay. That will be in the next page. So we will first see this conventional nature. So what does it mean in terms of right belief according to conventional nature? Okay. So that means true belief in 7 tattvas. Previous page, Darshit ji. Faith in seven tattvas, it is written, so you can write down true faith or true belief in seven fundamental elements. Seven tattvas means seven fundamental elements. Then in terms of right knowledge, what you have from conventional point of view? True knowledge of seven tattvas. That is absolutely correct. Then third one is samyak charitra, right conduct. What is this right conduct about? Deprivation of inauspicious and upgradation of auspicious. So that means you get rid of inauspicious activities and get indulge in auspicious activities. This is in terms of charitras, samyak charitra. Okay. Now coming from the real point of view, what does these three mean? So real point of view, next page. Yes. So from the real nature or real point of view, so what is right faith from real point of view? Different from other substances, faith in pure soul. So in Hindi it is written as ruchi. Ruchi means interest. Intense interest is called ruchi. Okay. So how is our soul? Soul is pure soul. And to have belief in pure soul, to have interest in pure soul, which is different from other substances. Okay. This is real nature's right faith. Now, what is right knowledge from the real nature? Knowledge of pure soul different from other substances. Simple. And in terms of right conduct, different from other substance, absorption in pure soul. Absorption means leanta, ekagrata, concentration, focus, only in pure soul. There are so many objects available are seen in the modification, but which one you have to identify to manifest the right belief? Okay, so you have to identify your own soul and then absorb in it. Okay, absorption in pure soul. So in Hindi we say samjo and samajao. Samjo means understand. So while understanding, the right belief and right knowledge is evolved. And samajao is right conduct. Get absorbed in pure soul. This is only the path of liberation. Okay. Now, connotation of samyaktva. Okay. So there are three words connotation of samyaktva. Okay. So there are three, of course, the three gems are only the path of liberation. So what is the meaning of the word samyak? Samyak, what is samyak belief? What is samyak knowledge? And what is samyak conduct? Okay. And why this word samyak is used? Okay. Samyak word is used to negate the perverse belief, false belief. Okay. So that's why samyak word is used. Samyak means right. Okay. So in terms of faith or belief, what is it? Samyak refers to faith accompanied with true knowledge. Okay. So Samyak Darshan is an attribute of the faith attribute. It's an faith attribute, and its modification is also called Samyak Darshan. So Samyak Darshan could be an attribute and Samyak Darshan could be an modification. Okay. So you have to refer to the context from where it is being said. So here it is meaning the modification. Samyak refers to faith accompanied with true knowledge. What is Samyak Gyan then? Samyak, what does Samyak refers in terms of knowledge? So Samyak refers to knowledge free from doubt, false knowledge, vimoha. So we have read this in Vitrag Vigyan part 3. Okay. Sansai, Viparya, Anyadhyavasai. So Sansai is doubt, Viparya is false knowledge or it is perversity. And the third word was Anadhyavasai, that means indecision. Okay. So when the knowledge is devoid of three blemishes, these three, Sansai, Viparya, Anadhyavasai, then it's a true knowledge. Okay. And so far these three remains, the knowledge is not the right knowledge. Then what does Samyaktva in conduct implies? Samyak refers to right conduct which is devoid of ignorance of bad conduct. Okay. So these three are the meanings of the word Samyaktva in different sense of faith, knowledge and conduct. Now the second sutra, 1.2. Tatvat Shraddhanam Samyak Darshanam. Okay. What does that mean? Belief in substances and the modes as they are is right faith. Okay. So again here Tatvarth, Tattva means elements. Here it is written substance. So you can correct that also. Belief in the 7 fundamental elements and their modification as they are is right faith. Now the meaning of the word Samyak Darshan. Tattva, Tat plus Tva plus Artha plus Shraddhan. Okay. So Tat is that, Tva which is Artha is substance, Earth is also called Padarth. Okay. And then we have Shraddhan, that is belief. Okay. So this is the meaning of the word. That, no, this is the second is ending here. So to know the 7 fundamentals as they are is called the right belief. Okay. So this is the simple definition of right belief. The third sutra, Tan Nisargadi Gamadha. Okay. So what does it say? That right faith is attained by intuition, nisarga, or by acquisition of knowledge, adhigamaj. So what does it mean? That nisarga and adhigama, what does that mean? So when you are able to manifest the right belief without listening to any of the sermons, any of the preachings, okay? And if you manifest right belief, then it is called Nisargaj. Nisargaj here, it means intuition. Okay. So that right faith is attained by intuition on his own. There is nobody to preach them. Okay. And the next one is Adhigam. Adhigaman means manifesting right belief with the help of preachings from others. Okay, preachings from others. So, or by acquisition of knowledge, Adhigam. So, this acquisition of knowledge through listening to somebody is called Adhigam. The causes of origin of right faith. Okay. So the first one is Nisarg and the second one is Adhigam. Adhigam means external factor. Okay. As I said, from the preachings of some scholars or acharyas or something like that. So my question is that how it can happen that without knowing or listening to anybody's sermons, you can attain right belief. How is it possible? But somewhere you have to read, no? Either you read yourself or you listen to someone. These are the two ways through which we are able to understand this fundamentals. Okay. So how it is possible that without any help from others, you can manifest on its own? Any answers?
Your
Sir, because
karma is not blocked. Your knowledge karma is not blocked.
Knowledge, karma. Okay. Knowledge, karma is not blocked. Okay.
Sir, because the knowledge has its own, soul has its own virya
Okay.
of,
Very
and it is knowledgeable. Jnananan Swabhavi.
right. But I'll tell you one thing. Soul is there since time immemorial. Karma is there since time immemorial. Okay. So now, if he doesn't come in contact with somebody who preaches him, how does he know? That is the question.
Is it
Clearly,
knowledge from the previous lifetimes when they have been
yes,
practicing?
yes. So it may happen that in previous life they had studied very deeply, and due to some reasons they could not manifest right belief in that birth. Now they are in, say, elephant's life or lion's life, like in case of Mahavir Bhagwan. Okay. So now they are manifesting the right belief without any help from others. Okay. So that is called Nisargaj, on its own. So that doesn't mean on its own. Only in this birth it is on its own. But previously they must have listened something, understood it, and somehow the right belief could not be manifested. So it got manifested in this birth. Okay. And the other option is always the traditional option that you listen to somebody, get interested, and then you follow up with readings, like that. So these are the two ways. So in fact, the intuition is also through external means only, but it is not being seen in this birth. So that's why it is called Nisargach. Okay. The examples are given there. Just take it further up. No. Next page. Yeah, this one. Through self. Okay, through self means Nisargaj, and through external means. So, in terms of Nisargaj, that is through self. Okay. The example given is thorn segment. Right. So it is tip of the thorn. Okay. And the other example given through external means is tip of the arrow. Okay. So tip of the arrow being naturally sharp, created for some purpose. So when you want to sharpen the arrow, you need outside help. But the thorn, tip of the thorn is automatically created. It does not require anybody's help. Okay. By its nature only, they have this sharpness. Okay. So this is the example given here. Now moving on to the fourth sutra. Okay. It's about the 7 fundamentals. From here, the main subject starts. Okay. Then they will explain what are the tools for knowing these 7 fundamentals. That will be the next 3 sutras. Okay. So what is this fourth sutra saying? Jiva Jiva Srava Bandha Samvar Nirjara Mokshas Tattvam. So it is all joint, you know. So it's pronounced like this. So Jiva is the soul. Okay. Ajiv is non-soul. Then we have Asrav, influx, Bandh, bondage. Then we have Samvar, stoppage. Then we have Nirjara, dissociation or shedding. Then we have Moksha, that is liberation. Okay. So we have done 7 fundamentals many a times. We have done the practicality. Can anyone say what is the practical way of manifesting right belief through the help of 7 fundamental elements? I had given this question as an assignment also. Anybody can recall? How 7 fundamentals, how knowing the 7 fundamentals leads to right belief. So I'll give a hint and then further you have to answer. So we have to do 3 things. What is worth adopting, what is worth renouncing, and what is worth knowing.
Hey, Geg.
He Gne Upade. So now you can say what is He Gne Upade among the 7 fundamentals?
Jeev, Ajeev is, nahin, Jeev is worth knowing.
Okay.
Then what is worth knowing? Then, sir, second one is
worth renouncing.
Worth renouncing is Ashrav and Bandh.
Good.
And Samvar and Nirja are worth knowing but not actionable. And Ajeev.
Ajeev, okay. So anyone else want to try improve on this? Very good try. At least you had something to recall for. Darshitji, you would try.
No, I'm a bit lost, to be honest.
Okay. So see, these are some of the chapters that you have to do it absolutely by heart, you know, because this is what going to lead to right belief. So after knowing the nature of 7 fundamental elements, you have to apply these 3 things. What is desirable or worth adopting? What is undesirable or what is worth renouncing? And then the third is what is worth knowing. So all the 7.
Moksha also come, no? In
So all the 3 will be worth knowing in the first case. Okay. Because unless and until you don't know, how can you comment that whether it is worth adopting or worth renouncing? Okay. So all the 7s are worth knowing. Then we come to first one, the Jeev. So Jeev is worth taking shelter in. It's worth adopting, but taking shelter in. Ashray karne yogya upade. Then we have Ajeev, which is only worth knowing. No adapting and no renouncing. Okay. Because it's a non-soul substance. So it is only worth knowing. Okay. Then the third is Asrav and bondage. These are worth renouncing. Why? Because they are themselves sorrow and are cause of sorrow. Okay. They are a cause of bondages. Okay. Then we have Samvar, Nirjara and Moksha. So Samvar is partial worth manifesting. Nirjara is also partial worth manifesting. And liberation is completely worth manifesting. Because these three are modifications. And soul is also worth adapting, but it is worth taking shelter in. Okay. So this is the difference. These are worth manifesting, Samvar, Nirjara and Moksha, and soul is worth taking shelter in. So all the four are Upade, but there is a slight difference among the four. So when you do this, automatically it leads to signs of discrimination, and this is the time you are realizing yourself. Okay. So I had given this, I think, assignment on this only, right? Only this chapter and this only. So you must have written it. You can just again go and check it out. These are some of the chapters that you need to read again and again every 2-3 months, and contemplate on this. Very, very essential to manifest right belief. If you have an objective of manifesting right belief, so these things you will come again and again, and you understand it once and for all very clearly, then you are good for all the time. Okay, so these 7 fundamentals, out of this, how many are substance element and how many are modification element? Out of 7 fundamentals, how many are substance elements and how many are modification elements?
Jiva and Ajiva substance.
Okay, very good.
And the others are modifications.
Good. Right. So what will happen, soul and non-soul are substance elements. So the other 5 will have 2 versions. One from the soul point of view and other from the non-soul point of view. Okay. So that is either it is Dravya Asrav Bandh, Samvar Nijra Moksha, and Bhav Asrav Bandh, Samvar Nijra Moksha. So Dravya is material and the Bhav is psychic. Okay. So these two difference will always be there. So influx would be of 2 kinds. One would be of material influx. Material influx means the karma that are coming. Okay. And what is the psychic influx? The manifestations of delusions, attachments and aversions is psychic influx. Similarly, what is bondage? Material bondage. Material bondage is the karma that has accumulated and has come in contact near to the soul in the same space point. Okay, physical karmas. And what is the psychic bondage? The psychic bondage is that you are indulging in delusion, attachments and aversions. Okay. Then we have Samvar, which is stoppage. So material stoppage would be the physical karma stop coming. And what would be psychic stoppage? Not manifesting delusions, attachments and aversions. Okay. Then we have dissociation of bondage. So material dissociation of bondage would be the karma, nirjara, the karma not coming into fruition, and without coming into fruition, it is getting offloaded from our soul, and that is called dravya nirjara. And what is bhav nirjara? Bhav nirjara means you are the purity that started in stoppage somewhere. That purity goes on increasing. Okay. And that is called bhav nirjara. Okay.
So first we get the bhav and then we get the
both are simultaneous.
Acha.
So one part would be soul's journey, the other part would be non-soul's journey, which we are not concerned at all, but it is there coexisting simultaneously. Okay. Then what else we have? The liberation. Okay. So what is material liberation? Getting rid of all kinds of material karma and uh, the quasi karmas, no karma. Okay. And what would be the psychic liberation? Getting rid of all kinds of impurities and manifesting 100% purities of all the attributes. Okay. Dravya moksha and bhav moksha. So this is what it is in a nutshell. And in the chart also you can see something else. They have shown this material and the psychic. So they have written here word as substance and essence, but we would use material and the psychic. Okay, so the psychic is bhav and material is dravya. So the what it is about the karmas. So the karmas, the inflows of karmas or the influx is called asrav, or it is called influx. So in influx, the karma comes in, and that karma gets attached to the soul in the same space point. That is called that is called bondage. Then what happens? In terms of karmas, stoppage of karma coming in, that is called samvar or stoppage. Okay. And the next is dissociation of karmas, partial dissociation of karmas, that is nirjara. Okay. And then there is complete destructions of karma, that is moksha. So this is all related from the karma side, that is non-soul element. Now from the bhav side, okay, psychic side, what is that? Auspicious and inauspicious disposition. Okay. So the origin of the auspicious and disposition is called asra, origin. And 1 minute. To originate is asra, inflow, and to bound or bondage is bondage tattva. Okay. Then when we get into when we take shelter of ourselves, the path of liberation begins, and it begins with samvar. So what happens in samvar? There is a rise of pure dispositions. Okay. 3 conditions. First one is the rise of pure disposition or origination of pure disposition. Then in nirjara it gets on increasing. Okay. The internal purity goes on increasing. And the last one is gradually it goes on increasing, and a time comes that there is complete purity, that is called moksha. So this is from the material form and from the psychic point of view. Now we move on to the 5th one. What is it? It is about nikshep. Okay. So our time is over. So I want to discuss few things. So we will start the 5th one from tomorrow. Okay. No problem. You can read it and we will do the corrections also simultaneously. So if you have not taken a printout, you better take out a printout. So when I tell you, you can do the corrections on your own. And if someone is comfortable with the soft copy, because the people do changes in soft copies also, with different colors and all. So if you are fine with that, I don't mind. So you can do it that way also. So that we will begin with tomorrow. So you have 1 more day to print. If you have not taken the printout, you take out the printout, then it will be fine. So I have given you the sutra numbers. So don't take printout of all 2, 3, 4. These 3 chapters, only 3, 4 is not there at, no, sorry. 2, 3, 4 is completely not there. And in the 5th, there are only 8 sutras. So fifth one, you can just print those pages only, which has got this sutras 21, 29, 30, 31, 32, 38, 41, 42. Then 6, 7, 8, you print out the whole, and 9, 10 would be in the next semester. So that also is complete. Okay. So this is it. Then what about the assignments? 3 people have completed it. Rajeshri ji was the first one, then Shashikala ji, and today Jinali ji is also completed his assignments. They have completed 3 assignments. One is Gandhar Mulyankan, the next is Viva, and the third one is CC1. Okay. So if anyone is having any problem, you let me know. I can help you out. Otherwise, I want this time that we are only 10 students now. So I want each one of you to complete. If you are finding any difficulties, you contact me personally. I will make it more simple for you, but make it a habit to complete on time. Okay. So if you have any issues, you can tell me now, or you can contact me personally also. Okay. I think many of you are in the process that I know, but I need to. What is the last date, Darshit ji? I think I shared yesterday, only day before yesterday. Yes.
22nd, sir.
22nd, and today is what?
Saturday, Ji.
18th. Today is 18th. So only 4-5 days left. So I think nobody is having any problem. Everyone is through. Subhaji?
I'm working on it, Ji.
Okay. So you are working. Darshit ji?
I'm also working on it.
Okay. So in case you need any help, you contact me. And Chaitanya Prakash ji, I think you have already done it, right? Priyanka ji? Priyanka ji is already doing it. We had a discussion few days ago. Okay. So no problem.
I'm
So we
doing
meet
it, sir.
tomorrow and we will continue with this. Okay. निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है. 9 times नमोकार मंत्र. बोलो द्वादशांगी जिनवाणी माता की जय.